let's see what the angels want you to know today. Make sure you're watching all the other videos around this time here because you can piece together a very specific message for yourself. Or if you want a personal reading, I do those for the time being. Angelsouls444.com. We have the Five of Raphael. So someone's making you feel guilty for wanting to move on. Or someone is saying, you've wrecked everything. Look at you. This almost gives me the feeling of like shame and regret, and you're blaming yourself, and you're like, it could be that you did finally file for that divorce that you know you needed to do for a decade now. Or, if you finally get up and you leave that job that's never been good to you, and they're like, can't believe you're doing this. You're leaving us high and dry. You don't owe them anything, especially if they have exploited you and not listened to you. You don't have a voice there. You're treated like a ghost, like you don't owe them anything. So this card is saying, be ready for that. And instead of hanging your head, because normally this card would be depicted with some, 3 cups are spilled, 2 are still standing, and then there's somebody in like a cloak with their head down. She opened some packages, and to me this is interesting because she had to bust open a few packages, really beautifully done, to see the beautiful dress inside. Right? Like it's just a little different spin on that, I suppose. But this says everything happens for a reason. Release regret. That's the big take home here. And embrace the opportunities for happiness. Search for the silver lining. So the Five of Raphael is saying, don't let them make you feel guilty for wanting to be healthy, for wanting to, there have been plenty of times in my life where I have had to cut out even family members because they were incredibly abusive or psychopathic, okay? And I had to get back and away because I was a target. And of course, when I did that, there was a big hubbub about it. And for the longest time, I was treated like somebody who was just making trouble. And I'm not happy about this part. I'm laughing about the part about making trouble, which is so ridiculous. But when other people in the group started getting treated the same way, because I was no longer there as supply or as a target, so this person moved on to other people, then they were like, oh, it's happened to us now. I can't believe what happened to me. Well, I'm not talking to them anymore. Yeah, hi. You were fine when it was happening to me. I was just a problem, right? So that's the Five of Raphael. And if you can relate to that story, just know these videos, as this channel has evolved over the years, these videos are only appealing to a very small percentage of an audience. And in some way that makes me a little sad, only because why is it people can't see deeper? Why does everyone have to just stay in their distractions and all of that? But on the other hand, hey, if I can show up and you're one of those people, you walk around in life feeling unseen, unheard, you're not considered, you're an afterthought, maybe you feel like you've been led around on a leash because nobody lets you make any decisions. This is your place. This is your safe haven. And I'm going to make this commitment to you right now. I don't know how many of you are going to see this, but I'm going to make this commitment right now. I'm not going to hold back. There was a little period of time where I experimented with different styles of videos, and the effort was to reach more people, to let them know that I'm here. And that failed miserably. And it was funny, and I'll share with you because I had somebody who was helping me with that, and they're really good at what they do. And yes, that works for a lot of very surface level type content, but this is different here. This is messy. It's not overly produced. I mean, the best you get is this white background and this good plant back here. That's it. And then my big face. Okay? So I commit to you, to see you, to remember you. You are always considered in my mind and in my heart. You're never an afterthought here. I love you. Take care.